Welcome everyone, I'm Jordan Sharp. We're covering all 32 teams and their divisional future odds right now this offseason. And we've already taken a look at every AFC division, and now we're going to jump over to the NFC. And what better division in the NFC to start it out with than the NFC East, one of the most competitive divisions in the offseason divisional future odds this summer. Now we're going to start it off with the favorite, of course, which comes in as the New York Giants at plus 150 to win the NFC East this season. Now, that's not a really great enticing price for something that has as many variables as a divisional future odds bet. And I really can't say that the Giants, even though that they definitely should be the favorites to win this division, considering the other three teams in their division, but I don't think plus 150 is enough, enough good odds here for us to take a bite here and risk that. I think the Washington Redskins, if healthy with RG3, are going to create a stir in this division, possibly make a run at that title. And I'm not quite sold on the Giants' ability to just win this division outright, even though we still don't have a contract for Victor Cruz, and Hakeem Nicks has yet to show up for OTAs and is a walking injury nightmare. I'm just not trusting the Giants' offense as much this season, even though Eli Manning is a stud, to say the least. I don't think plus 150 is giving us enough odds to take a bite on the Giants in a divisional future odds. The Washington Redskins come in as the next highest favorite. They're the first underdog at plus 240 to win the NFC East this season. And if it wasn't for RG3's potential knee injury and the possibility of him missing some regular season time, I would be all over this divisional future odds bet right now at almost 2.5 to 1. The Redskins are giving us pretty good value if we only knew if RG3 was going to be healthy for the start of the regular season. A couple months from now, hopefully these prices will still be the same, and hopefully we'll know a little bit more about 6.5 to 7 months out of RG3's surgery of whether or not he will be able to make his return at the start of the regular season, or if we should lay off the Redskins in any future odds bet whatsoever. It remains to be seen, so hold off for now and let's wait a few more months. The Dallas Cowboys are also at plus 240 underdogs to win the NFC East. And whereas the Redskins have value, I see the Cowboys at having zero value. They had almost zero value last season, going 6-10 against the spread in 2012. And can you really expect anything different from the Cowboys than being overvalued? The answer is no. They are almost always overvalued in their game odds and in their future odds, and I think this is nothing but the same. They were a little overvalued in their Super Bowl odds and conference odds. I think the same thing is happening here from LVH Sportsbook in Las Vegas with their divisional odds. I'm selling the Cowboys. I do not see a very good season coming up in Dallas. Philadelphia Eagles are the biggest underdog of the group from LVH. Plus 500 or 5 to 1 to win the NFC East this season. And although, of course, we're laying off that, the Eagles, of course, did have one of the worst seasons in franchise history against the spread last season. One of the worst I've ever seen at 3-12-1 against the spread in 2012. I think that, along with a new coach, a little change of scenery, might end up giving this team a little bit of value, but it remains to be seen because there are a lot of people skeptical about Chip Kelly and his offense in the NFL. So for right now, I'm not going to write off the Philadelphia Eagles as having no value, but I will say that I'm going to be very cautious with the Eagles this season, as they were an awful bet last season in the NFL game odds. That'll do it for me this time. Make sure you check out all 4 of these teams more in depth with their single article and videos. However, until then, thanks for joining me once again. I'm Jordan Sharp.